Winning Dublin last year was like something that I never even expected would happen. We went up there thinking that if the horse went well on the day, he should get a rosette, and to win was just unbelievable. I was pulled in second, and I was very happy with that. After Dublin last year, it's Miller time, went on his holidays for the winter, and his owner Anne Nixon, she does riding club and stuff like that with him. And then Anne's daughter Leela also came home from Australia about a month after me. So yeah, she has the ride back on It's Miller time now, and he was here today doing the working hunters while I was in the intermediates actually, and he looked fantastic. He looks as good as ever. He's an amazing horse, really good. So the end of September last year then I went to Australia. I finished college in May, and went to Australia then for a couple of months to ride racehorses out there. I really enjoyed that. It was nice to avoid the winter in Ireland and still keep fit at the horses at the same time. I got back then the end of April here, came home a few days early and tried to surprise everyone. Straight back into it then, pretty much the next day back on the yard, and got my own old show jumping horse up and running again, and the place is full now again. It didn't take very long. There's horses coming out of our ears. We have Kennard stables. Myself and my mother Susan MacDonald and my grandfather George MacDonald, and we do breakers, and I do a good few of the young event horse classes, and then show jump, and really a bit of everything. I like riding nice horses, and whatever suits them I'll try and do that. That's another thing about being in Dublin as a kid. I used to see those women doing side saddle, and I was like, God, like that's something I'll just never get to do. You know, it's so unbelievable that I would never get to do that. And then Thomasina, who owns this pony, she started to do it a bit, and she had a really successful pony, Roscoe Camille, and she let me ride her a few times in it then, and I suppose that's just where I got the bug. Theresa's Delight is the pony that I have for the intermediate side saddle this year. Thomasina O Reilly owns her, and she was broken by Katie and Trish Rourke as a 3-year-old, and I rode her for maybe a week or two then after she was broken, and she was let out. And last year then we did lots of working hunters and all that kind of stuff, and she actually won the 4-year-old Search for a Star performance last year in Punchestown. This year she went and did the performance classes for Dublin, and each day she was just kind of a pole off getting qualified, and we took her to do the ridden class as well in Orchard Lodge, and she qualified in the 4-5-year-old Connemara ridden, and then today we took her here to do the side saddle, and she qualified in that as well. So she's a bit of a legend, to be honest. We put the side saddle on her the first time about a month ago, and I rode her and hacked her out in it a couple of times at home and took her for a canter around the field in it, and she kind of just takes to everything like a duck to water really. Whatever you ask her to do, she's just alright, grand, yeah, no bother. She doesn't get stressed out about anything. Yeah, just takes everything in her stride pretty much, a bit like myself.